It's the NFL on EA Sports. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles, and it's coming up next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Cowboys in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Dak going to start out going to the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. The Cowboys at 6-4 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Well, for an inside linebacker, I think you'd agree when I say that he is fast to the football, and he proved that thesis correct on that last play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, They can't always account for individual effort defensively, and this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 9. And he'll get in! Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Ready.
They go play action here on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Roquan Smith, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 3rd and 2, Cummings. And he's caught on the sideline drive, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Prescott now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That good for 19 and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that... Don't touch the stove because it might be hot. He touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dawson Knox, 68 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 13-7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Extra point right down the middle, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Here we go on 4th down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have retaken the lead in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Yellow, check white. Yellow, learn.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Cummings. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
From the gun on third down. Cummings. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
To throw on second down, Cummings. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has it played?
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards.
But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. On 2nd and goal, Prescott. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone? And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cummings. He's going to hit his man, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And some room to roam now.
Down the left sideline.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
And they look to cash in. Excellent field position. 4-yard line, 1st and goal.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Prescott. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Following the fumble recovery, Cummings.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Every time the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air. have someone to catch, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he loses the football a second time. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Okay, right.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Cummings.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Cummings. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. Nifty move. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
On the ball.
They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
2nd down at 4.
Operating from the gun, Cummings. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Cummings. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Cummings. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. This kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
First down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin up in the Meadowlands, Miami in town to take on the New York Football Giants. And this one already a 2-touchdown game as they've just gone to halftime. Michael Gallup, a touchdown catch in that first half. Next, we head off to check out another game. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Justin Fields, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. 2 touchdown passes there for Jameis Winston. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Yeah, this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Come on, set. 43 rail.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And some room to work. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
69 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
To about the 48-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Corner blitz got home there. Pat Surtain, the one that dropped it.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And this will be taken at the 13. And he's out right at the 25. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've got the lead as they begin this drive 1st and 10, trying to forget about that loss last week to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And it pushes way forward to about the 32. To throw is Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On play action, Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Check pink. Black wide. Opposite. Green.
Looking to throw. Cummings. It's brought in by Harris.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
To throw on second down. Cummings. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead will shrink to 6. 5 plays there on that drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Oh, he rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On first down, Cummings. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Back to throw, Cummings. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Roquan Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Ready, set. Blue check. Smith red.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to it.
And he's had the hot hand. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And he'll just protect the football and go down and take the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Quick, yellow, check white.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
Now, like that he knew that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
from the gun on third down. Cummings. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And his kick is good. And that'll tie us at 30-30.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And out now come the Cowboys.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he stopped immediately there. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
4th down, Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Cummings finding Knox there, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Check pitch.
On 1st and 10. Cummings. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo.
This to break our fourth quarter tie.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Harris running straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on third down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. Watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know, this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On the set. Switch red. Switch yellow. Check white. Yellow. Line. Check pink.
Throwing on first down. Cummings. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Let's go.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Ready?
Throwing again. Cummings.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Ready?
Back to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one is incomplete. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. To throw on 3rd down, Cummings. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
It's a room to maneuver, and he'll be out right at the 35.
Now yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He'll get this to about the 38. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Eagles have recovered.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard this sudden...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play,
so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On third down, it's Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
On the move past the 40.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On first down, Cummings out to the left. He's got his tight end Knox.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Wide open receiver complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Damian Harris from 6 yards away.
And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And the drive starts for the completion, left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
At the 47-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Prescott off play action. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So here are the Eagles to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cummings. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Here we go.
At the 31-yard line.
Ready?
They'll try the right side with Harris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down.
Right.
But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Prescott on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 2nd down at 7. Prescott from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
47. Here go 46. Hey, 47. We're going to 53.
Prescott now. And he comes back with one complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Cowboys have yet again retaken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Eagles down by a field goal. Less than 90 seconds to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Dallas, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they will be at home next week to take on